What is up, everybody? Welcome to this video. Like the title says, I'm going to be doing a minor restoration on the midsoles of these Thunder 4s and also showing you my method that's waterless of cleaning the uppers. One thing I've learned in my 6 or 7 months of doing this and destroying a couple pairs myself is to never, ever use water when it comes to Suede or Nubuck. Realistically, any shoe, it's just not good for shoes. Take care of your shoes and you'll have better results. Anyways, I'm going to show you guys my process on how to repaint these bad boys. Hopefully everyone had a great 2020. Definitely looking forward to 2021. One of my personal goals is to grow this channel. What you guys can do to help me achieve that goal is simply liking the video, and if you would like, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Anyways, I'm tired of rambling. Let's go ahead and pull out the other shoe, show you guys what we're working with, taper up, and start this process. Alright, so now that we've got the shoe nice and taped up, of course, you can utilize acetone. I have some Angelus deglazer coming in, so I got to make use of just using some acetone. Of course, you get some cotton balls. And then aside from cotton balls, what I like to do is get a fine tip Q-tip. And the reason for this is because when you go around and do these little fine edges, it's always a good idea just to put some acetone on the Q-tip and really kind of work it around those areas so you don't risk bleeding. So I'll go ahead and throw the time lapse on and we'll go ahead and get this layer of paint off. You don't have to go all the way to the midsole because you don't want to cause damage, just enough to let that paint adhere. So now that we've went ahead and removed a lot of the top coat of paint from the midsole, we're going to go ahead and start mixing our paints. So you're going to go 1 part Angelus Thunder Collector with 1 part of this 70 proof rubbing alcohol. I already went ahead and mixed it in my jar. And really what I mean by 1-to-1 ratio is you do half alcohol and then half paint. Mix that bad boy up. We'll go ahead and throw it in the airbrush, and then before I actually paint, one quick thing I want to show you guys that I recommend doing that the homie John does, and it's definitely a good thing to do to midsoles, is make sure you get all the little particles off there that still might be left behind. John, you are a real one, my friend. Appreciate all your knowledge. You guys can check out my boy John. His Instagram will be linked below. He's the mentor that teaches me everything I provide you guys. So thanks, John. Appreciate you, my guy. So really, I just get that tape, kind of dap that midsole. Really kind of helps get any of those loose particles that may be kind of stubborn. Because when you're doing midsoles, you want it to be nice and smooth. Now, one other thing I wanted to cover. When you rub off that paint, it's always a great idea to unpeel that paint and retape, just because you don't want to have any chances of overspray or anything like that from the air gun. So I'm going to go ahead and finish taping up the uppers, then we can go ahead and start putting on a coat of paint. Now we're ready to go ahead and lay down probably 2 to 3 coats with the airbrush. And the thing I like about my airbrush is it lays down nice and thin coats. After those have been laid down, I'll go ahead and probably go over it at least once by hand, really just to make sure we get a nice even coverage. So I'm going to go ahead and start the first few coats. Now we just got to seal in all the work, and I recommend the matte finisher by Angelus. I'm going for more of a satin based finish, so I'll load it up in the airbrush. We're going to spray probably 1 to 2 coats on, and then the trick to get a satin finish is you want to let this sealer sit for about 10 to 15 seconds, and at that point you come in with the air gun and just kind of blow it dry. So let's go ahead and start that. That is all I have for you guys. I try to keep this video nice and short. Hopefully it helps you restore your own Thunder 4s. Really, you can kind of use this method when it comes to a lot of midsole restorations. Hopefully you guys like this video. You know, one of my challenges this year is to upload more consistently, pull the camera out and kind of show you guys what I do when it comes to my restoration jobs. If that's something you like, feel free to follow along and subscribe to the channel. Till the next one, guys. Peace.